and Bob Core, Director of Apple Rush. Take it away, Bill. Thanks, Tony. Welcome, everybody, to the conference call today. I just want to give a little bit of information. Again, my name is Bill Hudson. I'm the CEO of Livewire Ergogenics. We founded this company roughly 5 years ago based on a delivery system in a chewable format. Roughly, we had the information that came to us. The product was given to me. It was about the size of a Starburst, and the lab told me that they could put functional ingredients. They said, hey, why don't you put some caffeine in it, make it taste like chocolate, and I now have my energy boost for the afternoon. And when they came back to me delivering that technology in this chew format, Livewire Energy was formed. And ever since then, we've been focusing on the energy market, primarily over the last 5 years. As we all know, the energy drink business has been growing leaps and bounds. Then came the energy shot, and we feel we have the next evolution in that industry with the energy chew. Well, along the way, we get approached by people with other functional ingredients that can go in the chew. And of course, we have the technology to do that. We can put other functional ingredients, such as probiotics, how we manufacture Foradia. And we can put other functional ingredients, whether it's the latest kava juice, goji berry, you name it. But primarily, and the number one thing to focus on with Livewire has been the delivery system. And it's all about the delivery system we have in this chew. And being this delivery system platform, it opens up a world of opportunities for us. So now, most recently, to bring everybody up to speed, and the reason for our call today is to get everybody familiar with, we have the Apple Rush shareholders that might not know about Livewire, and we have Livewire shareholders that might not know about Apple Rush and Bob Core and his background and his specialty in the beverage business. Well, today, we're excited to announce that we have moved into a 60,000 square foot facility in Yorba Linda, California, which with our partners and our current manufacturing capabilities, we now have world-class manufacturing, along with a very strong distribution network. Over the last several years, we've opened up over 4,000 or so locations, have relationships with a number of different distributors and brokers. And today we have now added to our family of brands that we can make here. We can make them for ourselves. We can make them for our partners. We can manufacture for private label. Now also our infrastructure is also in place by having a very concrete distribution network. It's a functioning distribution network. And it is now in place. We can make some money, and obviously focusing with Livewire Herbaceuticals with this latest acquisition in the industrial hemp and CBD industry. And with that brief introduction, I'd also now like to give Bob Core, Director and the largest shareholder of Apple Rush, to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about his background and his relationship now with Livewire.
Bob, thank you, Bill. I just wanted to explain to the stockholders of Livewire, who I am and, what we do here at Apple Rush. Actually, I have been in the natural food business since the early 70s with retail natural food stores that were operational until I sold them. They operated for 30 years. In that opportunity in the business, I branched off and started manufacturing soft drinks. Now, since being in the natural food business, there's certain items that we won't use and we can't use. So, the biggest problem in the whole new age beverage category is to find specific packers that can, do what you want, without the use of preservatives. That's why this opportunity with Livewire attracted me so much. I have been talking to Bill and Livewire for over a year. And the time came when we decided to do this deal because the opportunity to have the experience of Livewire in the production end of the business, especially production with quality ingredients that we use all the time. Well, ginseng rush is an item that we focused on, and it was always specific, buying from the growers, processing it away, so the active ingredients were always present in the product. So the opportunity that Livewire has for us is that we can create beverages and they can manufacture them. We can create and expand the line Ginseng Rush into shoes and bars and things like that, and they're ready to manufacture them. And the funny thing about manufacturing is, do you have the ability, and does the company have the ability to give you the potency dispersed properly in all of the specific items that you're making? And I think that's what Livewire really does. Now, I focused on functional my entire life. All the products are ginseng related or electrolytes, and you really got to take the time to join with the right forces. And the strength that Livewire has in manufacturing and the transformational products that I've delivered worldwide, it's a perfect combination. Today everyone is talking about medical marijuana and the stocks, and everybody's got a story about what they're doing and all the hype. The funny thing about this is when you look at the efficacy of the marijuana plant or cannabis plant, you find out that there's things like CBDs in there that are beneficial for the body. They help with pain. They're actually legal, and so we're going to take with the Canna Bliss and Canna Rush brands and evolve those into the right consumer products that give people the potency. Because this category is not a game with just a bunch of possible people that just think they're going to get high off this stuff. There's actually an effective way to deliver the CBDs to consumers that'll help their health. And we'll be ready when THC becomes legal, and we have to move into opportunities that are opening up in states that are allowing the open sales of marijuana items. We'll be ready there with those products. So the real science is evolving. The right production opportunities with Livewire are right here at our hand. And I've been involved with beverages for years, and to be able to deal with a partner that's a packer, and they've got my own best interest in this whole process. It just makes it a lot better for everyone. I think that if we just stay with the potency, stay with the quality, and stay with the right consumer products that are that Livewire can make, this is going to be a wonderful time for all the stockholders of the companies. Bill, back to you.
Thanks, Bob, and thanks for filling us in a little bit about the background, especially the ginseng story. It's very of how it relates here. So I'm sure there's going to be several questions in regards to the details of this transaction, and I can't discuss the details other than just the basics that are in the press release. The company Livewire will be filing an 8K over the next few days with the details of the transaction. So I just want to let people know the strategy for this has been for Livewire Ergogenics to be the manufacturer for a family of brands. Certain brands will act independently. Livewire Herbaceuticals will be the new name of Apple Rush, and that is going to allow Livewire Herbaceuticals to distribute the products that are manufactured for the industrial hemp and CBD industry, and allow them to form their own distribution networks, form and pay attention to what is going on on the legal landscape as this industry continues to explode across the country. So the bottom line is we have this infrastructure of manufacturing, we have a family of brands, and we are going to continue to expand our brands and partnerships through these acquisitions. So, and again, there's going to be a few questions on this, and I want to open it up for the questions, and I will, and people that know me, that have seen some interviews that have been done with me online. I'm as transparent as I can be, and I am happy to answer the questions, and I will answer any questions that you have to the best of my ability. So, Tony, if you want to open it up for questions, let's do so.
Yeah, I'm going to open it up and have this in conversation mode. Please, if you hear somebody talking, wait your turn. Let the question be asked. They'll answer, then the next person go. Otherwise, it'll get kind of confusing on here. So I'm going to open it up right now. Hello. Right, this call is open.
One question, and I'm not sure whether Mr. Core would answer it.
Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Alan.
There you go.
Absolutely. My name is Alan Prince, and I'm a stockholder in RushNet. And I wanted to know if RushNet is going to survive this, or is it just going to be absorbed in the stock that goes away?
RushNet is going to survive.
Yes, it's going to survive. The process of the details will be controlled by LiveWire in the very near future.
Okay, thank you.
And those are issues that we're working through right now and how it's going to survive. But RushNet will survive. Apple Rush will survive and be named LiveWire Urban Certified.
Okay.
Everybody needs to mute their phone right now. There's a lot of background noise.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Somebody to the sheet of the phone. We can't really hear much. Whoever's doing it, just stop. All right, I got a good question in regards to APRU. When you guys plan on doing any uplisting, I noticed that we have an authorized share count of 60 billion shares. What do you plan to do with that?
Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to sit down with the LiveWire folks and adjust where we have to adjust and reduce where we have to reduce. So that will be really, their decision as we move forward.
And LiveWire is taking the responsibility to get APRU current in all of its filings.
So you know,
APRU will be a fully reporting company.
PCU, you agree with when that will be?
As soon as possible. As soon as we're going through all of the, obviously going through the patch filings and bringing it up to date, we need to bring our auditors in and to audit everything. So we can anticipate over the next 90 to 180 days.
Okay, I appreciate it. Again, I'm sure everybody could hear it. We got somebody playing the phone here, trying to get so everything can get a conversation. If you can't disconnect things, it's actually impossible.
Everybody pick your phones unless you're talking. Yes, hello, my name is Kevin. My question is for Apple Rush Company.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead. My question is for Apple Rush Company. What do you have to do affiliated with First Hudson Trust? Basically, we were talking to them about an opportunity that was developing with a number of companies to go together, and decided to rescind that to the top of the LiveWire. We're in the like business. We're they're in California. The whole beverage thing, kind of started out of Southern California. Their production facilities are there, and there's nothing wrong with the Hudson Group. Just that we decided to go directly with LiveWire, and it was a better deal for all the stockholders of all the companies.
Now I understand. Obviously, I'm on this. While we're on this call, I can understand we have a lot of background noise. So if it's annoying to some people, feel free to send an email to ir@livewireenergy.com, and we will take the time to answer each and every email. So once again, the email address is ir@livewireenergy.com.
If I may interrupt, under that background noise, the two gentlemen who are the moderators probably have something on behind them.
I can block everybody, but I can't, I can't tell who I have to mute. I don't know who it is.
Maybe mute the board when they answer.
On the phone, there's there must be another phone, a super phone, something like that, coming to the moderator, most likely.
Well, I just muted two phones, and most of it has gone away, it looks like. They finally, they drop it in this morning at 9:15. I don't want to know. Crazy about this. Really good. Tony, were you able to hear that? I did not hear that question. It did not come through. Hello? There's people in cars. I hear noise, window noise, wind and everything.
It's okay. There's a lot of interference, but just speak loud. Let's ask the questions, and then we'll be able to hear it fine regardless. Okay?
Hi, I'm Ben Adamson. I have a question.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, I was wondering where does Livewire stand on getting the marijuana chews out, and when can we expect to hear something?
We expect soon. We have made the samples, and they are in the customer's hands for review right now, going over the flavor profile. And these are the first entry for Livewire into that industry will be the CBD.
So what you're saying is the legal approval is already done, so there's no more legal stuff that has to be done.
Right. That's because we are going with the industrial hemp, and the industrial hemp with the CBD. And what we are doing in the strategy of that is while we introduce the product through the CBD, which is a certain percentage of CBD, we're opening up the distribution channels. And as regulations loosen up and as we form relationships with certain collectives and what have you, then we can always add in and change the active ingredients, like I was saying earlier. The functional ingredients can always be tweaked as regulations are loosened.
So what you're saying is when you announce this in a PR, you're going to already have a distributor?
Yes.
And you will be ready to sell these when you announce it?
You are correct. And people that follow Livewire, you know that we only announce news when we have news.
Okay. Wow, that's great.
Great question. And this is Mike Young. And I have a question concerning the equations that include the licensing for Apple Rush and Digital Rush, which is held by RushNet. What systems are y'all using to get the licensing for RushNet?
Bob, this is a question regarding the licensing of RushNet to Apple Rush for the two brands.
Yeah. I don't understand the question.
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I just want to know, are y'all paying RushNet for licensing rights, or outright owning it and buying from RushNet?
No. The multiple along with the company.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there's no charge for it. The licensee just goes along with the deal, and they're intent. They're beginning with the Apple Rush company and the Rush.
Okay, so how does that bring RushNet as a separate entity?
RushNet is involved in the deal that's going to go more details on how that's going to be structured. So the thing about it is it's all one family now. We've got a production opportunity in California, Livewire. We're going to expand the campaign from beverages to other types of items.
Are there any
Let me
Yes,
try it. Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Alan. I am It's really simple, Mr. Core. A lot of us have been in with you in RushNet for a long time, and it sounds like a wonderful deal for Livewire, and it sounds like a wonderful deal for Apple Rush. We all got token dividends in Apple Rush. But is there going to be any residual value for the RushNet stockholders? I'm not asking for details in terms of splits and percentages. I'm just wanting to know if there's going to be any value for the RushNet stockholders once this great deal goes down.
Well, I can help answer that because Livewire is taking the responsibility to clean up RushNet and to get it fully reported.
Okay. And so Livewire is licensing the two beverages from RushNet. So that's giving RushNet some income from Livewire. Is that what's happening?
RushNet is included in this. Apple Rush and RushNet are included in this transaction.
So if I'm a RushNet stockholder with a lot of stock and this is going down, will there be any reason for, how am I going to put this? What's the value for the RushNet stockholders? Because it seems like all the value is going to be in Livewire and Apple Rush. And those are going to be standing alone also. Well, that's just going to be what's happening, right?
What do you have that yet? It's more than about RushNet. We did this, although we've been talking for years, we just experienced recently, and Apple Rush beverages and Ginseng Rush are ready to go. There's the package formulated, we have the coordinator, so there's a limit to do with Rush. And Apple Rush changes the Livewire. Love you, Mary Hannah.
Okay. So also keep in mind the value we see for the RushNet shareholders is as we clean up the corporation and get it fully reported, we can't quantify what that value is going to be in the future. But we are going to take it from where it is now and get it to a more marketable company, therefore creating greater shareholder value in our opinion.
What's talking about this
Bob, can you explain why RushNet exists, actually?
RushNet exists because it has the license to sell Ginseng Rush and on the market in 1978. We're coming out with 16-ounce cans. We're adding some cannabis to the drink. It's going to be a combination effort.
I tell you what, we're going to take 3 more questions, and then I encourage everybody with questions to please email IR@Livewire Energy, and we can get the questions answered to you. Because obviously, go ahead.
What's going to happen with, I noticed a while back there was a lot of debt on the books of Apple Rush. How is that debt going to be handled?
We are working through that now.
And
I don't have it. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what that means. I guess there are a lot of suppliers and also individuals and fund zones, and I'm curious how that is it going to be fully repaid?
Well, we're talking to vendors, and we're getting the list of the vendors and the creditors that are involved in Apple Rush, and that's part of our project, and that's part of our commitment to the shareholders of what we are going to be doing here to help increase shareholder value. I do not have specifics on, and I can't reveal the specifics of who it's owed and how it's going to get paid back and what has to be. But we will be reporting that as we go.
That we're going to be adding cannabis to the drinks, to the beverages.
I think that the question was, are we going to be adding the cannabis to the drink?
Right, to the beverages. I confirmed a minute ago you'll be adding cannabis beverages to the portfolio.
Well, yes, we do have the ability to do that. So now with Bob's help and Bob's expertise in the functional ingredients in the beverage, such as the ginseng, we will be exploring that, and that is part of the game plan.
Excellent. And of course, the
CBD product.
we potentially expanding to edibles.
Oh yeah. But as far as Apple Rush that was previously had done in business, what is the revenue in the past years? I mean, you guys have had websites up, all types of ingredients and formulas ready to go. Nothing became of any shareholders who were holding on for years.
Well, we needed to attract a infrastructure with sales forces in other parts of the world and everything, and this is LiveWire Bluegrass. They're the solution to our problem. Hello, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
My question is,
That's fine. I already got 25 large 5 years, so whatever.
Well, I tell you what, I think what Bob mentioned is Bob really needs to form a distribution platform to get the products on the shelf, and that's where LiveWire can help. So LiveWire has help because we have crossover distribution, and now through Apple Rush, which will be LiveWire Herbaceuticals, we're going to be able to manufacture and distribute products through there, and LiveWire and Apple Rush or LiveWire Herbaceuticals will be fully reporting on its revenue and its distribution.
So now you have a 60,000 square foot warehouse somewhere located in California. Are you planning on expanding any horizons in any states that are fully legalized marijuana, such as Colorado or possibly Washington?
well, let me explain that. I think if you read factors, you saw the can of Bliss, can of Rush. The can of Bliss has the image of common type CBD. Can of Rush will be there for the THC formulas that can be sold in those station dispensaries. So, we've got to play on words with the CBD, the Rush, and the THC.
Right. There's a lot of legal hoops to jump through there right now, and that's why we have set up a special task force, if you will, to manage that. So let's take one more question, and then again, please email us with your question, and we can follow up most definitely. So one more question.
What does that do with the tariff structure of how we're trying to make sure it's like a reverse story?
Can you speak a little louder, please?
Yeah, is there any plan to do a reverse split on apples to reduce the AS?
Well, there are no plans right now. This is very early in the game, and there are no plans for that at the current time. It's not to say
You already have products and samples already made in distribution, people sampling them early in the game. I think it's a fair call to say they're going to be a reverse split. You guys are merging, going together.
We're evaluating that now.